Over the last couple of years, the Arken EP5 has made quite a name for itself as being one of the best budget-friendly long-range optics that you can get your hands on. But there's a new kid on the block, and it's worth taking a look at. The Discovery 5-25x56 ED PRS. Today, we're going to take a look at both of these optics, run a side-by-side comparison. I'll give you a look through the glass as well as some shooting footage. We'll go over specs, we'll go over warranty, we'll go over the whole 9 yards on both of these optics. I will say I've had both of these bad boys out past 2,000 yards, and I will show that footage in this video. So sit back, enjoy the video, and also if you decide that you do want to look at one of these guys, I will leave a link in the description for both, as well as a coupon code that you can use for the Discovery to get 10% off of your order on their Amazon store. So before we get into specs and things like that, let's take a look at some of the shooting footage. I do want to note that I am using a Tacticam to record most of the shooting footage. The way that the Tacticam works is it uses mirrors to be able to film through the scope while I'm shooting. That being said, the clarity that you see through the video is never anywhere near as good as what I'm seeing through the optic itself. But I am trying to give you guys the best representation that I possibly can on both of these optics. So sit back, enjoy some shooting, enjoy the video. I'm Andrew, and welcome to the channel. This is 500 yards on the Discovery. Okay, that's 500 yards. This is with the Arken EP5. Can 1,000 yards. 6 arc, Arken EP5. This is a beer can at 853 with the Arken.
Hit.
And a ping pong ball at 350. Moving into some longer shots, this is 1,776 yards with the Arken. And now 1,776 with the Discovery. That's an impact at 1,776 yards with the Discovery 5-25x56 SFIR. This next clip is dead center. Discovery at 1,000. Okay, that is the Discovery at 1,000 yards. This is 2,017 yards with the Arken. Impact 2,017 yards. And this one is 2,040 yards with the Discovery. Now I did record this one with the spotting scope. We were having problems with the Tacticam. So there we go, guys. Discovery optics 5-25x56 ED PRS Gen 2. Let's talk about both of these. First off, I have had some time behind both of these optics. A lot more with the Arken than I have with the Discovery so far, but I've had both of these out past 2,000 yards and have zero problem recommending either one of these scopes. But first, let's talk about the specs. So the Arken EP5 comes in at about 39 ounces, just a little bit over 39 ounces, while the Discovery comes in at just over 44. Both of these are big scopes. I use them mostly for target practice and extreme long range, so I don't mind the extra weight. Both of these are in first focal plane. We have a magnification range on both optic between 5 and 25 for the magnification. 34 millimeter main tube on each of these with a ton of internal adjustment. We've got a 56 millimeter objective on both. Both are illuminated with a side parallax. Both the Arken and the Discovery have an adjustable fast focus eyepiece, aka diopter, and both are butter smooth. If we take a look at the turrets, we've got nice audible tactile clicks on both the Arken and the Discovery. One thing that you'll notice with the Discovery versus the Arken, these have got to be the biggest turrets I have ever seen on an optic. And I will say I like that a lot more than I thought that I would. So as far as the elevation adjustment goes on the Arken, we've got 32 mils of elevation adjustment. On the Discovery, we have a little bit more, coming in at 36 mils of elevation. Both of these have a 0 stop, which you'll notice, and they're both very easy to set. So here's the Arken, and here's the Discovery. Nice, easy to set, 0 stops. We have a side parallax on the Arken, is butter smooth, and it starts at 25 and goes to infinity. Same on the Discovery. We start at 25 and go all the way to infinity. Both of these are illuminated optics with 6 brightness settings. Again, both in first focal plane. And we'll take a look at the reticles as well as a quick peek through the glass on each. So this is what the reticle looks like on the Discovery. Nice Christmas tree style reticle with easy to use and easy to interpret stadia lines and hash marks. Now that's a look at the Christmas tree style reticle on the Arken EP5. So let's take a quick look through the glass on each of these optics. Before we do that, one thing I will say, both of them have Japanese ED glass, which is very clear at this price point. So what's ED glass and why do we care? ED stands for extra low dispersion glass. And what that does is it reduces chromatic aberration, which is the prism effect that you get as light passes through the lenses. So when that happens, it splits the light into its colors. By using ED glass, we reduce that effect. Okay, this is a look through the Discovery optic. As you can see, we've got the Christmas tree style reticle, which is really nice. The house that we're looking at is 790 yards away. We're on 25 magnification. I'm going to take that down to 5. That's 5. Now back up to 25. I'm just doing this through my phone to try and give you guys the best representation of the optic and the glass that I can. But really good clarity there. And now we'll take a look at the illumination settings And take this back down to 0 real quick. So this is setting number 1, really, really low. Setting number 2, setting 3, 4, 5, and setting 6. As you can tell, you can make out the fine detail of the brick on that house, the chimney. Very, very good glass at this price point. So now let's take a look at the Arken. Okay, this is a look through the Arken at the same house, same distance, 790 yards. You can tell we again have a Christmas tree style reticle, really nice glass. We're on 25 magnification. I'm going to take that down to 5. And back up to 25. Now we'll take a look at the illumination. I'm going to go backwards on the Arken because it's not as bright. It's not really designed for daylight. So both of these you have 6 illumination settings. That is 6 on the Arken, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very, very dull. So as far as illumination goes, if you're planning to use that during daylight, Discovery has better illumination. Now let's take a look at reticle measurements. This one's the Discovery. So there's one other thing that I want to show you guys, and I'm really hoping that the Tacticam picks this up. But there's our target, and the reticle is true. So if you look at that, we have a 30-inch target. The formula for ranging with that is the target height in inches, which is 30 inches, and you times that by 27.77, and then you divide that by the height in mils, and that will give you the distance. And if you look at that, we're at just under half a mil. So the reticle is definitely true. If you look at the bottom there, that is the stand that it's on. So you have to reference it from that point right there. But we're just under half a mil. At that distance, at 1776, it should be 0.47. So the reticle's dead nuts on. I just wanted to point that out. But this is a very intuitive, easy to use reticle. And I'm definitely saying that this thing tracks true. You got a shit ton of stuff going on at a mile, guys, and this is a very, very usable, very good optic, especially at that price point. Now this is a look through the Arken. Same measurements, same distance. We can also say that comes in at 0.47 at 1776 yards, so the reticle's dead nuts on. Here's another look through the Arken at 820 yards. Once again, measurements in the reticle, dead nuts on. So both of those optics come with a full lifetime warranty. They're both 5 to 25 by 56 with a 34 millimeter tube and a shit ton of elevation. The glass is good for the price point, and I have zero issue at all recommending either one of those optics. I will leave a link in the description for both of them. And if you do use those links, they do help to support the channel. Again, with the Discovery, I'll leave a coupon code that you can use on their Amazon store to get 10% off of your order if you're inclined to pick one up. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on both of those, which one you liked better. I do want to say that as far as what you guys see through both the phone and through the Tacticam, the clarity is much better when you're actually looking through the optic. So keep that in mind as you ponder both of those optics. But they're both great, and they come in at a similar price point of around $400 to $450. So the Arken's a little bit more. That one comes in at around $450 US right now, and the Discovery comes in at just under $400. Anyway, again, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.